The latest on the Dalia Dippolito retrial, the woman accused of trying to hire a hitman to murder her husband. She could take the stand today as new questions are raised about a key video at the center of this case. And ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with all of the details. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Amy. Many may remember her as the woman who said she was 5,000% sure she wanted a hitman to kill her husband. But Dalia Dippolito has said all along that she is innocent, that she was simply acting for a reality TV show hoax planned by her husband, something she may explain today if she ends up taking the witness stand. This morning, Dalia Dippolito will be back in a Florida courtroom preparing to possibly take the stand in her defense in her murder-for-hire retrial.
I'm positive, like 5,000% sure.
The 34-year-old is accused of paying an undercover officer posing as a hitman to kill her then-husband of 6 months, Michael.
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, man, he's been killed.
But in court Friday, Dippolito's lawyers turned the spotlight on the police department behind the videos, arguing that the Boynton Beach Police Department staged this encounter and posted it online to impress the crew of the TV show Cops, and by doing so, tainted and put their quest for fame ahead of the integrity of the investigation, something the police department disputes.
And post that on YouTube for the whole world to see within 6 minutes. You don't think that's going to jeopardize? You're laughing.
Well, because you keep changing the time.
The rights? You think this is funny, ma'am?
No, I don't, but now you're saying it's 6 minutes.
This is the second time Dippolito is being tried for the alleged crime after an appellate court reversed her conviction in 2014. In an interview with our Amy Robach last December, Dippolito maintained her innocence.
Did you want your husband dead?
No, absolutely not.
Did you hire a hitman to kill your husband?
No.
The judge says once the defense rests its case, he will decide if the jury will see that now infamous YouTube video. Amy.
All right, Lindsay, let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams, right now. And the big question, whether or not she's going to take the stand. So what are the potential risks and benefits for her to do that?
Well, first of all, she was convicted in the first trial and she didn't testify. So that in and of itself is a reason to say, well, maybe she needs to do something different this time around. The problem is that this time the theory of the defense has primarily been blame the cops. The cops were trying to impress the show Cops. They were engaged in all sorts of horrible activity and actions, etc. If she takes the stand, the focus then returns to, I thought I was on a reality show and I was faking it all and I was acting. And it's hard to have both defenses at the same time. So I think that's an argument to suggest she won't take the stand. And look, in a case like this, the defense is always going to say, you know, we're deciding till the last minute, even if they knew from the beginning of the case that she wasn't going to testify.
Now, this tape of her reaction when police tell her husband's dead so far has been inadmissible. But could that change given the strategy of the defense?
Right. Actually, the prosecution agreed to not admit it into evidence. The judge said, OK, we're going to leave that out of evidence. But now the prosecution is saying the defense has raised it as an issue, meaning on cross-examination of the witness you saw there, they essentially brought it up. And they brought up the way the police handled this throughout this case. Prosecutors saying we have to be able to rebut that. We have to be able to respond. And so that tape is necessary, prosecutors say, to allow us to respond to the allegations that they've made. The judge saying, I'm going to wait till the end of the defense case to make that decision. I think part of the decision is going to be connected to, does Dalia Dippolito testify?
And we will find out later today,
yes,
possibly.
Yes, everyone waiting to see. Yes,
All right, Dan, thank you.